Hey, oh, it's 13, and today I'm bringing you, well, obviously Forza Motorsport 4, because that's like top of the list. As you can see, I'm using the Man 212. That's my personal at-home account when I'm not don't want to deal with other people, or I've got stuff on my account and I don't want to delete that hard work. Well, I think I balls up anyways. But anyways, now I do like to try and get a script down. I've learned that might make sense, but it doesn't work. So anyways, let's start off with it. Let me see. So Forza and Gran Turismo, they're both game series that are great for aspiring gamers to learn how to get their technique down pat. As you know, they're easy to learn and not easy to master, but they're easy enough to learn in-depth techniques without realizing it, and then you can finesse, you get a corner and you can really fine-tune how you drive that specific car around the corner, which ends up affecting other cars. You learn how to drive each different car, which affects it. Essentially it's a skill level, you know, leveling up your skill levels. So now of course it's not only Forza, it's Gran Turismo, it's WRC, World Rally Championships, etc. It's racing games. I'm stuck with Forza Motorsport 4 because, well, I'm stuck with it. See, I'm on Xbox 360. The latest one I've got is Xbox 360. You make a fucking mess, child, and you're dead. I'm just telling my sister that you don't balls up. Nuts is bloody filling his face again. Sorry, just got distracted by a cat. Now, Forza Motorsport 4, don't mind my distancing voice, is one of the last games came out on the Xbox 360 in terms of the Forza series. Forza 5, 6, and now 7, as well as Forza Horizons 2 and 3 are on Xbox One. I'll get that. Don't worry, I'll be getting that pretty soon. I'm getting the internet here in the next couple of weeks. So, got that. Bloody summer, it's fucking hurts, bloody hot. So, what we'll do, or rather what I'll do, is I'll get in the game, bada bing bada boom, and basically just, I'm hearing this cat and it's annoying me. I'm honest to God, he's annoying the crap out of me. But, blah 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 blah. That's pretty basic, pretty standard stuff. Let's skip that if I can. Oh, I can't skip it. So this is just a short game series to sort of give people a bit of an idea of what can be done. Now, before I get right into this game for you guys, is anytime there's I can't even say it right. Before I get right into it, there are in-game announcements. Really. This is just the intro movie. It plays when you don't press a button for a bit. The in-game announcements give you an idea of what you're supposed to try and do. Whatever's. Turn down on the TV so that I can actually hear it myself. Whatever. So I'll just let the announcements go. This first race is not really a race, it's just a tutorial. It's literally just I can't race properly. Because, let's just get into it. Let's just get right into it. Now, there's going to be a background noise of a fan. Just me clicking the fan on. Press A to start the game, saving content, basically create new content. This first race isn't a race, it's just, here, let's teach you how to play the game. Whilst try not to, you know, hold your hands too much. Don't know if that's important, but
we lovers of performance and beauty and mechanical soul. There are few places that welcome us now. We dare not speak of cams or cranks or double wishbones. We fear for our love of roaring V8s and the smell of burnt rubber. We're told to think of economy and the environment, not excitement and enjoyment. In an age of hybrid this and lentil-matic that, we are the odd ones out. Yet there is hope. There is a haven. A place that celebrates speed, grit, gears, and fun. And it's all here for you to explore.
Pretty sure that is the Ferrari 458 Italia. Wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head, but we use that very specific car this next little race. It's a tutorial essentially, because it tells you, oh, this is how you change camera, this is how you turn, this is how you accelerate, brake. There you go, look at that. It tells you everything you need to know. Gas is accelerate. It's forward. Brake, hard enough, long enough, it'll eventually go reverse. Right, this looks like a 458 Italia. We're gonna check that. I'm gonna check that. Sounds like it, looks like it. Hold the right trigger down to go. Oh no, it doesn't tell me. It's okay. We'll deal with it. I'll change view. I hate this bloody view. I absolutely detest it. Press Y to rewind race if you're such a pansy little bitch. No, we don't do that these days. Oh, look at you, you're going for the overtake. Okay, better rewind it. I don't actually normally do that kind of overtaking maneuver. To change view, which I need to do now, is the left hand unspecified button. I don't drive like that, don't drive like that. Part of the reason why you change the view is not all the cars, well actually a lot of the cars are left hand drive, and I'm used to right hand drive. I'm in Australia, we have right hand side drive vehicles, not left hand drive side vehicles. So I've got that limitation there. That's why I go this one. Actually, I go this one. Woo! That got dark pretty quick. Makes no difference. Oh, it makes a little bit of difference on how you play the game. This is a bit more conservative. From what I've learnt with quite a few of my mates, it's a bit more conservative, but there's less confusion in the brain with, oh look, it's left hand drive, it's right hand drive. It doesn't. You don't change driving style to suit the car. It's not. You change it to suit the car and the car only, not to suit the your headspace as well. Because like that's kind of stupid having to change it every time you go, oh, it's a left hand drive, not a right hand drive. Really stupid thing, but it does actually affect how you play the game. A lot of higher up there races will actually race in this view. Just something I've noticed. Anyways, next announcement I do believe is up on its way.
Begin your career by selecting your first car. Each car available has been optimized to ensure a balanced race.
So, what are these? These are all front engine, front wheel drive. So that means you don't actually worry about which one you're going with. Outside of, oh, I want a Chevy, or I want a Nissan, or I want a Micra. This is one of the few times where it makes no impact outside of your initial affinity levels, which then dictate primarily which cars will essentially you drive often enough, you get heaps more money. But I always go Chevy personally, 'cause there's no Holden, and the nearest ones are the Vauxhalls, and yeah, the Vauxhall and Chevy, and of course, seeing as there's a Chevy Camaro later on, I'll be buying that. I might as well get the Chevy Spark. Oddly but aptly named car. let's go with, seeing as, you know, it's already, everyone says red's always quicker, but I don't know. You know what? Red. It's a piece of crap anyway, so, So before we go, let us go into the buy cars selection. We've got no money, but I can use this opportunity to explain a little something. So that's front engine, front wheel drive. So the transmission point, the engine and the transmission connection point is at the front. Or it's all in the front, so it steers from the front and the front only. Same with the Volt. The Chevy Camaro is a front engine, rear wheel drive. So a lot of the horsepower is going through into the rear wheels. So your rear wheels are providing the forward momentum, the front wheel is still the turning wheels. Don't know how to explain that one just yet. Outside of a front engine, front wheel drive is a lot smooth. It's easier to turn. It turns a lot smoother, but it doesn't actually have the same forward momentum. It doesn't have the same acceleration potential. Partially because the engine's in the front. All the work has been done at the front where it's heaviest. So its acceleration is slower, but it turns a little bit better because there's more weight. The rear engine, the front engine rear wheel drive is greater acceleration potential because it's pushing. It makes more sense if I go with the push and the pull analogy. Pulling, a lot harder, a lot more work rather than pushing. It's again pushing, pushing. Pulling. It's a pulling weight. Pushing weight. Let's see if there's anything else. Mid-engine rear wheel drive. So doesn't necessarily actually equate to the engine is in the middle. That clickety clack racket that you just heard was Natsu being a pain in the ass. Natsu, no. So mid-engine rear wheel drive means that, again, it's like the rear wheel drive of a front engine. However, the weight is more evenly distributed, mainly because all the transmission points is closer towards the center. I was trying to think of how to explain that one in writing and I couldn't do it. Alright, let's see. We should have a perfectly rear. No, the answer's same. Hummer, ATV, all-terrain vehicle. Not necessarily. It's a front engine. All four wheels provide the driving force. The front wheels are turning only, but it means it's slower to move forward, but it's also a lot harder to turn. Don't know how to explain that one as it's like a positive, to be honest. I don't actually know too many. Rear engine might be one, so I might go into what's it? Porsche, I think it is. Plymouth Radical. I don't have it. Haha. Rough. Rear engine rear wheel drive. So it's similar to the front engine rear wheel drive. However, it's going to lift up a lot more at the front. I don't know how to explain it outside of it. It's going to have a kick in the gut. It's just also, it's going to be less turnable, a lower turning rating. But hey, that's what you get when you put the engine all the way in the boot, which is essentially what it's done. Volkswagen, I think is one good for one. Golf, Rabbit, front. Four-wheel drive essentially, front, four-wheel drive, front. Golf, Sirocco, Beetle, don't tell me. New Age Beetle. The great thing here is, in the old school Beetle, which I'll show you in Gran Turismo 4, because I'll eventually get the hardware to be able to show you. But it's a rear engine front wheel drive or something like that. It's really weird how it all works out in these games. Nope. Nope. I'm not finding a single rear engine front wheel drive. They do exist. Like, it's theoretical. What was that? Oh, piece of crap. No, so can you stop being a pain in the rear end? RF, the rare, they exist. But I have to go and grab out the old Gran Turismo 4 once I got the other piece of equipment. I will do it. I will grab it just to show you that they fucking find one. They do exist. A little bit different on how they drive. So basically, point here. This point here is outside of some sexy cars. Can't help myself. I'm a mighty fine appreciator of cars. The engine placement, which affects the balance of the car, and the driving wheels will affect how you got to race. But we can go straight into the first thing, I think. This video is pretty much going to be. You're gonna hear it double up because I didn't expect him to say something. So let's just appreciate this fine car. What I'll be doing is might be an idea that I do. I'm just gonna put this explanation video and sort of just show you something. I can't explain it at the moment. I'm gonna have to go onto my own profile and sort of try and find the different parts to each turning point, turning circle, cars, to try and explain the ins and outs of the racing, the racing lines and all that stuff. But we're currently using a Chevy. So, let us go with
World Tour takes you on an expedition of the world's most elite racing circuits in some of the fastest cars available. You begin your career in the amateur division. Here you will compete against subcompact cars in a short 5-race season. Now we move to the Ladera Test Track, a facility dedicated to the testing of cutting-edge automotive technology. At each racing circuit, you can choose from several events. Displayed events are suitable for either your current car or cars in your garage.
So the defining point here is what I'm after. Now, personal choice dictates. What do we got here? That's 3,000 plus 50%, so that's 1,500. Or I go 3,000. Win-win. How do I put it? I'll explain part of the choice making, the decision making process after we've done this race. So, I'm just gonna shut up right now because I think there's some more announcements. This might be a half-hour long video. This might be an hour long, but this is actually, if it gets to about half hour, I'm screwed. But anyways, let's just do this race, and then in the next episode, yeah, I think it might be a better idea. In the next episode, after I've done this race, to sort of show you part of the intricacies of racing itself, as to so you guys get a rough view of what's going on. How do I put it? I'll explain the decision-making process, and I'll go through a few of the races themselves, and sort of I'll speed up the race itself and explain why I choose something, what might help you later on down the track. Half the reason why I'm choosing specific things, right? Anyways, I'll just shut up now and see you guys. I think that cut off there. I will see you guys at the end of this race and explain the final part. Alright? Alright, I'm sorry about that. I did cut myself off before.
From here you can manage your settings prior to racing or simply select Start Race to get right on the track.
Prior to doing that, let's just make it so it's a bit more realistic. Now if you're very brand new in this might actually help you out quite a bit, so you learn. But I'm not new, I can race, so I'm going ABS off, because that actually screws me over. Simulation, stability control, I keep them on. Shifting, I don't do automatic because I don't have the steering wheel. Suggested lane, braking only. Actually, I might go off completely. See how I go. If you're brand new, simulation full. Rewind, off. I do not use that. Right, we're good. Right, let's see how I go.
Complete races to circle the globe and test your skill on a variety of tracks from around the world. Now it's off to Road Atlanta, one of America's classic circuits. From additional credits to affinity boosts, each race provides different bonuses for both your car and driver.
Right, so I'm going to leave it here. Of course, I'm not going to leave it here completely. I'm actually going to get back in and I'm going to continue on the game myself. Well, with you guys, however, that's going to be in the next episode. So, hey. Now, if you guys want me to do an in-depth on... I'm not going to do an in-depth on each track because that's not my kind of thing. And, I mean, each time you go into a track, you'll go with a slightly different setup with your car, and you may come off being pretty rusty, or you've got heaps of experience under your belt, you just need a bit of a tune-up, whatever. There's no point going into the depths of the track. This is just to let you guys sort of see that you can actually get into it. Like, I haven't been playing this for God knows how long. I picked it up the other day and decided to start making the videos of it. And already you can see I've just still got it. Oh well, not really still got it because you saw I balls up there just before, but still got it. Anyways, as I said, you guys want me to kind of do some more teaching. If you guys have any ideas, comment section down below or to the right or wherever it is, wherever it's set. Who cares? Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, because it really will help. You know, the more people I see I get into content, the more I'm willing to put out the content itself. You know, got more confidence in my capacity and abilities to provide the content. So there's a double up for you. Come on guys, subscribers. If you like the video, oh, whoopsies. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a like down there. Here you can edit your player card by selecting and unlock. We know that. At least I do. I don't know if you guys do, but I'm now gonna go and, oh, where is my Chevy? Because that's what I'm using. Chevy. Really? I don't recall actually getting any. Oh, earned 10,000 in. That was easy. Achievements. I'm gonna put down the Chevy fan once I've found it. Chevy fan. That's iconic statistics. Earning gas money. Done. Right. Right. Sweet. We're set up for the next episode. So what I'll do, I'll see you guys on exactly the same screen. It's because, like, you know, maximize stunts for you guys, so you know you ain't missing out. Tune in next fortnight. This will soon be a weekly series in terms of like the hints and tips and tricks and such. And I'll just leave you guys to it. Hope you enjoyed this week's, this month's first ever episode of Forza 4. Parity 13. Line out!